Third Strike, Capcom vs SNK 2, Street Fighter Alpha, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. If these games fill up your competitive library, you probably know the one destination in the world to test your skills. With its rich gaming culture and fierce competition, it is indeed the ultimate proving ground for gamers, offering an unparalleled experience for those seeking to elevate their game.
I'm Rakurai. Welcome to my video series. We're going to explore the fighting game arcades in Japan.
Welcome to the Arcade Fighting Zone series, where I take you on a tour on some of the most popular fighting game arcades in Japan. This series is based on my recent visits to Japan in 2023 and 2024, and I'm going to share my experiences and tips to make sure you get the most out of your stay. In the next few episodes, I will show you how to get to a different arcade from the nearest train station. I'll also provide you with some detailed directions, including which station exit to head towards, and further directions in the street so you don't get lost. As well as covering the usual retro Street Fighter titles, we'll also highlight some other games in the same arcade that you could be interested in. In this first episode, I'm going to show you some essential things you need to know before you fly out, including some local etiquette, mobile apps that can help you navigate the city, and general tips that will make your trip more enjoyable. Just be aware that while I strive for accuracy in this video series, the details may have changed since the release of each video. Therefore, I would strongly recommend conducting your own research. Let's go over this checklist that you should consider doing before flying out. Make sure you are familiar with these apps on your smartphone and install them if needed. Typically, you're going to need some form of GPS navigation. Apple Maps on your iPhone or Google Maps on your Android phone come pre-installed on their respective devices. You can save the locations of the arcades you want to visit and your hotel to your favourites. This way you can easily access them later without having to search for them again. Additionally, keep an eye out for local convenience stores such as 7-Eleven so you can grab a quick snack and withdraw cash. Trust me, you might need plenty of it. For non-speaking Japanese travellers, you're obviously going to need the Google Translate app. The camera function is particularly useful for translating signs, restaurant menus, and information boards. Make sure that you download the Japanese language pack in advance so that you can use it with no internet connection. One of the things you will need to acquire in Tokyo is an IC card to pay for public transport. Depending on whatever is available at your airport, this will be either a welcome Suica card or a Pasmo card. If your phone is NFC enabled, you can download an app such as Suica Cable to keep track of your card balance. The Line app is a popular social media platform in Japan, similar to WhatsApp. You can use this if you want to stay in contact with Japanese locals, and some businesses and websites also use this to communicate with customers. If you want to breeze through immigration control at the airport, the Visit Japan website has got you covered. You can fill out the necessary immigration and customs declaration documents on their website and receive a QR code. Simply scan that QR code when you arrive and you're good to go. Just make sure this process is done at least 10 days before flying out. Cash is still the preferred way to pay in many places. Not all shops, restaurants or attractions will accept cards, so you should always have enough cash with you. My regular UK-based bank card only worked on certain ATMs, so keep this in mind. And don't worry about carrying large amounts of money, as Japan is a very safe country. And let's be honest, card is still the most convenient way to pay. But we all know how transaction fees and unfriendly exchange rates can really start adding up when you use them in any foreign country. Thankfully, our video sponsor Wise Card has got you covered. Wise is a multi-currency card that lets you spend like a local in over 200 countries, including Japan. Just transfer money to your Wise account, pay a low commission fee with a real exchange rate, and that's it. Just one conversion fee. The exchange rate is currently at an all-time high against the Japanese yen, so this would be a great opportunity to build up your spending balance before your next trip. Remember, there's a lot of exclusive games, figurines, and unique gadgets that you can only buy in Japan, especially retro gaming hardware. Once you touch down in Japan, your Wise card will switch over to your saved up yen balance, and unlike your regular credit card, you will not be charged a transaction fee each time you use it. Start saving money for your next trip abroad by signing up for a Wise card using the link in the video description below. After spending several hours in the air, you will have landed in either Tokyo's Narita or Haneda Airport. After blitzing through immigration with your QR code, you should find yourself at the arrivals lobby. So what now? Firstly, you'll need to make sure that your phone or mobile device has internet coverage. There are kiosks available at the airport to buy a data plan. They generally offer plans for 7, 14 or 30 days. Next, you need to decide on how you want the data to be received on your mobile devices. eSIM is the most convenient option, but they can still provide a regular SIM card if your phone does not support it. If you are traveling with a group of friends, or if you have any technical issues with your phone accepting SIM cards, you can opt for a pocket Wi-Fi device. Just remember that you need to hand this device back before you leave Japan. The Suica card is a popular e-money platform that you'll be mostly using on public transport. The welcome Suica card variant is exclusively available to tourists with no deposit fee. However, due to a current chip shortage, the welcome Suica card is currently only available at Haneda Airport Terminal 3. So you might want to check the JR East website for the latest info, particularly if you are arriving at Narita Airport. The Pasmo passport card is another option. Although I've personally not used this is practically identical to the welcome Suica card. It's worth noting, however, that this card is soon to be discontinued according to the Pasmo website, and availability could be tricky after August 2024. Another option that might be worth considering for long-term and frequent visitors is to get a regular Pasmo card. There are different types available, so make sure you check the Pasmo website for further information. Your IC card can be topped up at any subway or railway station using card or cash. You could end up with a lot of loose change during your travels, so I normally put these onto my IC card. Just be aware that 1 and 5 yen coins are not accepted. Remember, these IC cards are extremely versatile. As well as public transport, they can also be used on vending machines. Just select your drink and then pay with your IC card. Some arcades will even accept these IC cards to pay for game credits. These are more common with high street brand arcades such as Gigo, Round 1 and Game Panic. Many convenience stores, cafes and supermarkets also accept e-money IC cards. Just look out for signs that look like this. If you're not a fan of dragging bulky luggage through the streets on your first day, both Narita and Haneda Airport offer a convenient luggage delivery service. Just inquire at the airport and then they could send your luggage directly to your hotel. Finally, most Japanese airports will have international ATM machines. Remember, many establishments will still prefer cash for payment. So, you're all set with your cash, IC card and mobile internet. Now let's tackle one of the most daunting aspects of Japan. And that is, of course, travel. Japan is one of the most densely populated countries in the world, and it can be overwhelming for first-time visitors, especially if you don't speak Japanese. And it's not just the massive crowds you'll be facing daily. Many underground stations are directly attached to massive shopping malls.
And I'm not kidding, it's very easy to get lost down here, especially when most corridors look almost the same. It's so easy to get disorientated down here, especially with the moving crowd. And to make matters worse, GPS won't really help you down here because you're underground.
So, even with your trusty GPS navigation app, because of how densely the cities are packed, it's still easy to get lost. Also, since your phone needs a clear view of the sky for an accurate GPS signal, using your navigation app underground is bound to cause confusion. Your app might think you're in 2 or 3 places at once, sending your head into a spin. For large train stations, the best advice is to head for the main exits rather than the small ones. This way you'll get a more accurate GPS signal, making it easier to navigate. Once you become familiar with these stations, you can head for the smaller exits to get where you want to go. Just try not to get lost. With all that said, hopefully getting to your hotel won't be too much trouble. You're now checked in and ready to explore. Now, before you start rushing to these game centers to go crazy, there are a few things you need to know first. every country has its own local etiquette and social norms and should be respected. Japan is no exception to this.
Now remember, when you're going to these Japanese arcades, filming, live streaming, photography are generally not allowed. Now certain arcades have their own rules. Some places, especially community-based run arcades, they can let you stream if you get permission, but generally speaking, don't film other people playing unless you ask them first.
Trust me on this, the last thing you want to do is get haggled by game center staff, so keep that smartphone in your pocket. Now comes the topic of determining on whose turn it is next on a machine. Some countries use a coin queue to determine who plays next. In Japan, however, this does not exist, so observe your surroundings to determine if there's a queue. The last thing you'd want is to stand out as a machine hog. As you explore the vibrant arcade scene in Japan, remember that respecting local social norms is key to having a great experience. Observing the unwritten rules and being mindful of your surroundings will help you fit right in and make the most of your stay. That just about covers this video. Stay tuned for the next few episodes where I visit some of the most notable arcades across Japan. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.